Because my friend Danny Samuel sent me a message the other day.
Wait, that's a thing?
Hey,
Hold on. Let's get. This is all going into the clip.
No, I don't know if I can do that.
I'll bleep it out. Let's get a hard intro here. All right, guys. Gaz, 3, 2. I know you hate when I do this.
I hate it.
All right. Here's our second edition of JAG Past 5. We got Fernie in the building now. We subbed in Johnny.
Special guest. Well,
the podcast is finally official.
Now that he's on it.
He's on it. Well, I mean, we didn't special guest appearance. Well, this
You're
is
welcome.
The new segment, Lou, we're trying out. Show a little bit of this is the decompression episode, right?
Yeah.
After 5 o'clock.
So what I noticed in the last 3 years of me working here is that insurance could, tighten us up a little bit. So it'll wear you out. We're good at it, but it does wear us out. But it's a good little space to decompress. And we got a lot of fun stories, fun topics to talk about. Like, do you use WhatsApp? He might not even get into that. But I do want to address one thing on the top of the list, of the show list.
Okay.
Is Gaz had a story in the first episode about him walking into a bathroom, him noticing you in the bathroom, and banging on the doors. I want your perspective of that story, and then I want you to clap back with your story, a story of Gaz. And
we're going right into that. We're just gonna jump right into
it. I've been waiting for this. I'm very prepared. This is the most prepared segment that I have. I think about it all week.
The truth is that this is back in our Weinstein Jones days, and I happen to be using the restroom. And it was a peaceful time. I can't believe I'm talking about this, bro.
Well, I mean, it's only because we brought it up
JAG
previously.
Past 5.
Yeah,
Past 5, baby.
o'clock. We do
So,
We're off the clock.
Dude has to go to the bathroom, and I'm minding my own business, and all of a sudden, like I heard like this weird noise. I'm like, what? I didn't think much of it, and the noise got a little bit louder. And we are living in some
crazy times.
Well, I mean, dude, you're in a bathroom by yourself. It's past. I don't recall the time. Was it past 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
After hours.
Point is, it's quiet. Some dude walks in the bathroom. Loud noises.
What type of noises?
Can you reenact them?
Like, what did you hear?
Yeah, just reenact them. Okay.
Like loud because listen,
you're saying it was like banging the door.
He was banging your door specifically. That's not just random loud noises.
Yeah, and then what I'm trying to recognize the shoes, dude. Like I'm trying to see, okay, if I recognize the shoes.
That's your play.
I recognize the shoes, I know what's up. I didn't recognize the shoes. Then all of a sudden, toilet paper starts flying over.
But Fernie, you're pretty big and scary if you want it to be.
I know, but when you're like,
and be like,
Louis, I cannot believe I'm actually talking about this.
Well,
when you're in a bathroom,
you're vulnerable.
You're very vulnerable, dude.
Hey,
this is so screwed up.
It's a scary movie.
Did you ever?
I feel bad about that.
Yes,
way,
I did get scared.
Did you think it was paranormal at any point? You thought it
was?
No,
at one point I go, shit's gonna go down.
Yeah,
shit's gonna go
down.
Down.
Obviously, I did feel bad about it. To my defense, Louis brought it up, and that's a story I forgot that we spoke about.
I love that
years
story.
ago,
I
man.
think it's the funniest story.
But you know what? It's a good little segue because those are little things that you forget. Right, you forget things happen, and that was probably one of the funniest things. I said it before that happened because, not to kind of rehash it, but the funniest thing is when it happened, you came back into our shared
back to the office,
and you played it cool, and I was laughing because I was dying. I thought you would have come in like panicking.
Yeah, so I came in and I'm like, whatever. Like, I walked in normal, and Louis, of course, knows exactly what happened.
He's just laughing his head off.
Yeah, which is Louis being Louis. I'll give you guys another example. Let's not even go back, 7 years. I'm getting out of my boat 2 weeks ago.
I love this.
Why are you guys laughing?
Because I know the story. Go ahead.
I get out of my boat. I clean my boat. I walk up to my car. I have my boat parked in an apartment building. So I walk up to my car, and there's a big piece of paper that says, "Attention. If you ever park here again, you're gonna get towed." And I'm like, dude, I've been parking here since I started renting my slip. Like, why would you gotta be a jerk to really go out of your way and if you walk. I mean, I actually kept the damn paper because I was gonna show it to my buddy Nate. So I called to tell him, baby, you're not gonna be what happened. I'm gonna get towed and whatever. The next day I'm going out on the boat again. Guess where I'm parking?
Same spot.
No, in the grass. I'm parking in the grasses. I still don't know what happened. And so it isn't until Tuesday when Louis walks in, he goes, "Hey, man, did somebody leave a little paper thing? I go, come on. I'm like, dude, you literally ruined my weekend. Like,
Well, I mean, look.
I bitch set my wife for where to park.
Yeah.
Why she couldn't park there. I had to park across the street. Trust me, he put me on a mission. But that's
But that's why I brought it up. I actually felt bad. By the way, that was completely like, that was the biggest coincidence because I've been on your boat. I know where you parked, but I was just leaving. I was literally leaving the mall. Like I was with Lisa and the kids, and I asked her. I was at a red light and look across, and I go, "Oh my God, it's your car." I even asked Lisa, "Go check on Instagram real quick, see, make sure." And he's on the boat. She's like, "What are you doing?" I go, "Hold on."
So what's Lisa process? Like, what she's watching? Is she like egging you on, or is she like,
or
oh
she-
my
Well, in
God,
the beginning, she doesn't understand. She was more like,
what are you doing?
"What are you doing?" And then as I'm doing it,
'Cause you're formulating
She loves
already.
it. She loves it. Like
She's in on it.
Not during the process, but when it's done. It's like the
Yeah.
when
Oh
it's
my
over.
gosh.
She's like, "Oh," I was like, "No, guy, just spur the moment."
he got me, dude.
Like, don't say anything.
And I was actually really pissed off. I'm like, dude, there was 3 cars there. Why in my car? Like, so I didn't get it. I'm like, dude, somebody's hounding me, dude.
Once I found out it was affecting your weekend, that's why I told you that. That's it, because I was gonna let it ride.
No, I called Nate. I need a code for the garage. I can't park out here no more. Like, this sucks.
You're gonna make you Uber to the
Yeah.
boat instead of driving. I was gonna let it ride, but then I figured, no, I don't want this to proceed. I was even gonna go full character and go back one day if you, like wherever your car
No,
was.
no.
Put it
That's the thing about Gaz. You play the long game on this
I do
thing.
play the
Yeah,
long game.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
playing the long, you know, if you're gonna plan and do like a joke or whatever, I think you have to play the long game. That's like the funniest part about it, right?
That's hilarious.
Keeping it inside and understanding like how to kind of like go that route. That's 101, man. When it comes to humor, in my opinion.
Has Fernie ever gotten you?
I don't
know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't remember.
I thought we just established that Fernie just doesn't think about this. He has bigger fish to fry.
He does. I mean,
Think about Mars.
No. Well,
Like, it's just not in my personality to be that way.
he's not a prankster. That's for
I'm
sure.
not a
I'm not a
prankster.
prankster. I'm funny, but I'm not a prankster. Like I like funny, but I'm not.
I think I'm funny sometimes too. But Lewis doesn't find me funny, but my wife actually finds me really funny. I know it sounds
find
very
you
odd.
funny.
Some people find me really funny. If you actually know me,
Yes.
I love dry
You don't
humor.
think that me and
Yeah, I mean,
Gaz
I mean,
don't actually know you?
I think I know you pretty well.
I find you funny, Fernie.
I know,
Wait.
and it's the dry humor in me. I find the weirdest things funny.
Yeah.
Well,
Look, I'm
let me
actually
clap back a little bit. Let me clap back on this.
Let's
a
make
little
it a
bit.
20 seconds.
Time out. I might
20,
throw a
make it a
flag
30.
right now. If I had a penalty, like I would throw with
Challenge
the
flag.
handkerchief, just throw that at Fernie. Let me ask you something. And I was thinking about this the other day. Like,
you guys can ask Marcelo if he thinks I'm funny.
I don't think you've ever told me a joke in like 20 years, man.
Marcelo finds the wall funny.
But I'm not a joke. Like I don't have jokes. Like I'm not a joke guy.
kidding, Marcelo.
Like I don't have like a riddle. Or like I don't have like a joke.
Who would do better in a stand-up comedy scene?
That's that's me. It's my goal. That's what I'm working to. That's why I'm doing this stuff. That's my goal. You guys are invited.
We have to plan this. I would love to see this.
Oh, for him to
you
do
don't think?
stand-up?
Both
How
of
do
you.
you think he'd do if he did some stand up?
I think you guys would be surprised.
No, yeah, right. That was.
What's your opening line when you're
Yeah,
up there?
let me hear it.
It's Fernie and I'm here.
No, his opening line is,
What
What's
up?
up?
What's
What's
up?
up? I'm here.
Miami.
I actually think that I can be really funny.
I'm laughing now. You're making me laugh now.
Uh-huh.
You're making me laugh.
No, so what happens is that I do have my reservations, and I can be that guy that I'm in a certain element or in a certain environment, and I just think I can be that dude who's a little bit like just a little bit more observant, more quiet, but behind the scenes, I actually think I'm actually a pretty funny guy.
You know, bro, you're Kawhi Leonard.
Huh?
I'm a fun guy. You're Kawhi Leonard.
I am.
Haha.
Well, I think.
I'm the vicious attacker who's funny.
Look, I think you have a
Vicious
great
attacker.
personality. Great personality.
No, but I can
Phenomenal
actually.
personality.
I can actually.
Are you breaking up with him? What's up?
No, I'm just saying. It's not you, it's me. But I'm just, the humor thing. All right. We have a great time, but I just.
Who do you think is funnier, Doug or Fernie?
Wow, neither of them are funny.
That's the right
I'm
answer.
just saying, there's a difference between being funny and then being funny in the moment, right? Like, kind of like you do a good job of like laughing and situational stuff, but
I am funny. Trust me.
All right.
When I tell you
This
that,
is
it has
gonna-
to be the right environment where I feel that I can. Dude, keep it real. Like sometimes you want to cut it loose, but like sometimes I feel like I can't. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
do play an interesting
Like
role.
today, I happen to be Marcelo, and I'm like, I'm gonna bring the little guy I keep inside of me. I brought it out, and he was just laughing the whole way with me walking from lunch. Now I'm not trying to like sell myself that I'm funny. I'm just saying I think I can be funny.
Sounds like you.
Yeah, but it just takes a little bit. It needs to be in the right environment where I cut it loose.
I do agree with that. Like yesterday, I was at Stephanie and Alessi's rehearsal dinner, and I was just making jokes in the in betweens. And Chris looks at me, he looks at me, and he's like, "Bro," and I was like, "That's just my personality. Like, if I can find the window for the joke, I don't care what the situation is. My priority is to bring joy in that moment. Bah, make them laugh."
Yeah.
And I think you're probably more reserved. I think for a fact that you and I have more similar sensibilities, that we try to squeeze jokes anywhere. Tense moments, not tense
But
moments.
I'm not a jokester.
Define jokester. Like prankster? Because I'm not a prankster. I don't like pranksters.
Yeah, what's a
No.
jokester?
Being funny.
Yeah, it's hard to explain.
Well, what's the level?
Am I a
of funny
jokester?
being a jokester?
Is he a jokester?
Yeah, Lewis is, but Lewis is more. He's more. It's more like I. Again, guys, it just depends on the environment that I'm in.
I think if the phrase "that's what she said" is in your repertoire, I think you're considered a jokester.
I think you're a
I mean,
jokester.
can I cut this off?
No, I'll be honest.
We're having a
You
good
know what
time.
it is? There's a certain no. You know, here's what happens, right? You get a little bit older, you think differently, and then you.
Like, this is funny to me.
Fernie's trying to explain
No,
why it's
I
funny.
know what I'm
This
saying.
is an
I know what I'm
event.
saying.
This is a documentary. Like, I'm gonna say something right now because like we're having a good time and stuff, but like nobody's worried and that like the richest people in the world, they're all trying to get off this planet, and we're just sitting here.
We're here trying to figure
like
out
trying to figure
how
out
funny's funny.
like things are happening and we're not seeing it. Literally,
I don't think anybody cares about Mars.
well, they're trying to leave the planet. No one's concerned about that. We're all good. Like, hey,
Yeah, no.
More space for us.
Yeah,
more. The 5 people that can afford.
I don't
all
think
of
There's
it.
only 5 of them.
Correct.
There's only 5 of
There's
them,
only 5 people that can afford to just casually go into space.
but they're
yeah.
all want to get off Earth. They all wanna
good.
go somewhere else.
I hope they do because it opens up space and less headaches, less
That's a
people,
good joke. That's a good
and I
joke,
get to
Fernie.
see more. No, dude. No one cares about Mars. Why do you want to go? I don't think Elon Musk cares about Mars.
He talks about it all the time.
Yeah, I think he's throwing smoke there, and he's got to be focused there. and
Where
he's
do
going-
you can you speculate what the side play is then?
I don't know, but I do think that I mean, look, he may want to like. The guy's obviously brilliant, and he may want to like prove, okay, I want to go to Mars, but like at the end of the day, do you really want to go to Mars? Do you want to hang out on Mars? Like,
What if there's like what if
it's
they
almost
did-
like, okay, let's go to Mars. You visit it, and it's okay.
what if there's oil in Mars or gold?
You know how long it takes to go to Mars?
Hold on.
Hold on.
I don't know, but a very long time. Let's look it up. But
Come on, jokes.
He has my attention, so I'm concerned. That's all I'm saying.
I know. I think he's got everybody's attention. It's like crypto, right? Everybody's talking about crypto. Then this is like where guys
Talk
like
to me
myself,
about crypto for like 2 minutes.
All right, so like this is where guys like myself, like I'm not gonna buy or not buy crypto because of Elon Musk. Like I'm stronger than that. Like I'm buying it on my own intelligence, on my own research, on my own faith in the product. I don't understand how people are so weak that he sends out a tweet and it drives the whole market. But like I get it, but buy it because you think it's the right investment, you believe in it, and I don't care if you're Elon Musk or who you are. Like it's just I'm doubting the crypto that because 2 people tweet about it, it moves everything. Like they're just 2 human beings. Like,
Yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying.
well, most people,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
most
like
people involved. are
shouldn't the
just
crypto market
normal
be that
people.
much stronger from like believing in the crypto?
It just shows you how.
Well, the
much
problem is
power they have.
a lot of people don't understand what crypto is.
Right, they're just in it to be in it.
Yeah, they're just like looking at the market and be
in
like,
it
"Oh,
for
I can
quick
buy
buck.
and then I can sell it." And then
Yeah, and I'm not trying to act like I know
But this
about
is
crypto.
none of this is
I'm
funny
just,
to me, dude.
huh?
None of this is funny. I need a story. I need you to come back.
Dude, okay, so I actually have a story on Lewis. I have. He knows exactly what I'm gonna say. Every time I say that, if I took his pulse was probably about 150
All right,
beats right now.
let's prove it right now.
The problem is,
Guys looks nervous.
it's just top secret information that can never be shared.
So then you don't have a funny story about gas,
I do.
but we can't know it.
He's trying to blackmail
Let-
me on YouTube.
No, I'm not blackmailing you.
Feels like he's going.
I'm not
Mars.
blackmailing him.
I would say rip
there's
it,
there's a
Fernie.
thing called
Rip
boys
it.
promise in life, and there's just one of those
So
things.
you have one funny story with gas.
I have a story that is I think is funny.
Well, look, let's do something.
I think I
saved.
saved Lewis's life, but So it's funny, it's real, it's a lot.
Do you know the story? Do you know the story?
Maybe, but I have so many stories.
No, I know you got stories. Hold on.
Just say.
You have plenty of
Wait,
stories.
wait,
Just say Fernie ended.
Yeah, I know it is.
Are we off guard?
I know it is now.
Are we off limits?
It was hilarious and not hilarious, and what the hell's going on?
That sounds like the best story that we're not going to hear.
Man.
You're not gonna hear it.
Can't tell that. It's over dinner and wine only.
Okay.
You know what I want to get into?
New
Like,
segment.
just real talk, because you ever think about like your funniest sales experience?
No,
You never thought about that? Like the most awkward sales experience you ever had?
the most
selling
awkward.
insurance?
I experienced it with you. We had police officers in a condo association, like and one guy telling me, so we're pitching our.
That sounds funny. Go ahead.
What?
So we're pitching we're giving a presentation at a condo association. I don't know, a couple, 20, 30 people show up. We had one guy that was really rooting for us, and every time I would say something, he would go, and then I would say another thing, he would go, and it was weird. It was, I don't know if it was funny.
That was a weird situation, because what happened there was, if you recall, like we went to go, we actually showed up to the meeting. It was a condo association where we were trying to insure a residential condo, and the management company got fired that morning, so we didn't know that was our only contact, right? So we showed up while this transition is happening, and it was like, sometimes in these meetings, that's why, by the way, if you live in a condo, I apologize in advance. Like I would never live in a condo. Like that's just 101. That's the one thing I'll teach my kids. Be polite, please, thank you, and then don't live in a condo.
Look both ways for you across the street.
Just don't live in a condo. Just don't do that. But I remember we got there, and because of the transition, it was kind of like one of those things where you're in this clubhouse, but with two sides fighting, and then we just got pushed. We didn't know anybody. We're here to present. So we're like, as we're presenting, we ended up making friends with some other people. So we would say something that's insurance related. I didn't know what they were talking about. And you're right. One of the guys was just saying, yeah, that's right. What are you going to do about it?
He would
And
just make this funny noise, and it was funny.
like if we're competing, like it was this weird dynamic. But I remember that was
So the room was split in half, and you guys were in the middle of it.
we just didn't know
Yeah.
we showed up.
But that's boring insurance stuff. I will say a funny story. This is actually on me. I'm gonna make fun of myself.
Okay.
And this one, I laughed so hard twice on this trip.
Twice.
Twice. No, it's actually. First of all, I laughed so hard the first time. I kept telling Lewis, I can't breathe. Right? Lewis, we're at the gate at a private golf course in Highlands, North Carolina. And we're with Bob Black and Frank Gainey and Doug Jones. And then there's Luis Gazitua and Fernando Alvarez, right? And Lewis wanted me to tell the guard that Fernando's here, right? Because he's telling me, bro, this guy's not getting.
We're traveling.
This guy's
we're
not
traveling
getting
outside of South Florida. Understand, we're the only Hispanic people within 100 miles, probably, right? And remember, when you go into like rural areas, right? Hispanics usually they're used to seeing probably migrant workers or more, the Mexican ethnicity.
Say it, Lewis. They think we're Mexican.
They think we're Mexican.
Okay.
Yeah, if you go north of Tallahassee, you're Mexican. If you go north of Ocala, you're Mexican.
But Fernie has this thing where he thinks like he's not, or you just think that you're looked at differently. Like
I just think I'll make the cut.
It just make the cut. This thing. But you started laughing because what happened was we were asking for directions and you forgot. So I didn't know it was a story. But he lost it laughing because what happened was we show up to this country club again. Every time we go to these places, I'm always telling him, be careful to mess with him, right? Hey, act your best behavior, speak with an American accent.
An American accent.
Yeah, don't say anything. Just be in your best behavior because they're watching, right? To mess with him. It's just more of a joke. We do a joke on with each other. But what happened was when we get up to the thing, we asked for directions, and what he did was just pretty, smart, right? One of the guys, the landscaper and the maintenance guys, he was Hispanic. Fernie asked him in Spanish, like he said something about, ¿Dónde están las direcciones? Or he said something in Spanish.
¿Dónde está Clubhouse?
And that guy's eyes lit up. Like, it's something that was funny because it was almost like, oh my God, he spoke to me in Spanish.
Yeah.
So then,
he was gonna be saved by
yeah,
Fernie.
he was,
Fernie was like, I'm taking you back to
the
Miami.
way I looked at it
We're getting you out of
was,
here.
this guy was like, oh my God, one of my guys made it. Right?
Yeah.
Like he's playing golf here.
And the guy who the best one was like we're like I don't know if it was like the ninth hole. I end up in a bunker, and there's a guy like cutting the grass, and he does something about your play, and I end up in the bunker, and I walk up, I go, ¿Cómo está? And the guy like he kind of like flints at me, and I hit the bottom of the bunker. He goes, I go, ¿Cómo está? Todo bien. Este golf course está buenísimo. And the guy looked at me like, this is no joke. The guy looked at me like, like in awe, like, oh my God.
Hey, you made it.
And I kept
like the angel of the Lord just arrived
right,
Yeah,
on this golf course.
And you would see them as we would go.
And I
They'd
told
always-
Lewis, like, this guy thinks, like, we made it. Like, we're here, dude.
You
Like, this
inspired.
is the American dream.
You inspired somebody.
But it's actually a really funny story. It's probably not coming as funny right now, but we were actually
No,
laughing really hard.
I'm
It's the humor. It's the funny
delivery.
story.
It's the delivery. All right, guys, take us home because you said you had, because you flaunted that you have. Oh, I have a ton of stories.
What are stories?
Give me one that's PC. We can put on content, and I want to see live reaction of Fernie.
Man, I mean, all right.
I know where he's going with this.
You don't know where I'm going with this because there's so many funny things. But
I know where you're going. You started.
I got to go back to the memory bank, but I forgot. But I remember there was, I don't even remember this. Do you remember like there was a period of time, probably for like a week, where I tried to make it seem like I would see ghosts in the old office?
No.
Do you remember that?
Yes,
there was a time where in the old office it was kind of quiet, and I don't know why I would do it, but Fernie and I would be walking in the hall, and I would just wave and say hi to somebody. Hey, how's it going? And Fernie would be like,
You too? I do that too.
No, you do it?
Yeah,
You do that too?
Yeah.
But he would be like, who are you talking to? I'm like, dude, don't be rude, man. You see a lady every day in the hallway. He's like, so we did that for like a little bit, which I know you were kind of like, and it was very hard not to laugh when I would do it because you would like make it obvious. Like, hey, don't be rude. The lady's right here. I think even one time in the elevator, we were in the elevator, and I'm like, how's it going, ma'am? Everything good today? And he was like, so the funny thing is, I got Doug involved. Because I don't know if you told Doug, like, hey, Lewis is fried or something's going on there.
No, yeah. Lewis, here's the thing, man. Like, this guy's always doing it to me, and it's just like, you know, like when you're so over it, you're like, oh, Lewis is doing another thing.
Please do it to somebody else.
Yeah,
Have you guys ever tag teamed to Doug, like against Doug?
No.
We
I feel like Doug does a good job of mitigating any sort of funniness coming out of him.
I just think he doesn't care.
That's true too.
Dude, how about Marco on Juan's Get to Know said Doug was the funniest person in the office. Have I ever seen anybody kiss more ass? Like, that was like, have you ever seen that? No disrespect, but like, really?
When was the last time Marco interacted with Doug?
I don't know. What year is it? Are we in 2000? No, I'm just kidding. I love Marco, but that was a reach. Like,
Marco was supposed to be in here today.
Yeah, I know. He built. I thought he pulled his hamstring. That was a stretch. But, Told him, relax, buddy.
With the Doug comment.
On the Doug comment. And I actually went to his office with you. I'm like, really? And I know he didn't because he didn't want to give me credit because Marco's like that.
I think you're all kind of like that.
Same way.
You're all like that with each other.
You're
It's so
all
funny.
built
You
the
guys
same
just
way.
don't like to give each other credit. You always want like a little.
I think there's a fear that if anybody gets too cocky, then everything goes to hell. So we keep each other in check, right? A little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you have a let's wrap up with this. I know I said I wanted to wrap up with that story, but I want to see if you have any funny stories of Doug that are permissible that we can revisit in episode 3.
no, you know, Doug is funny in his own way. Actually, Doug can be funny in his own way.
We gotta define
He
what
can be
funny means.
A funny story, something that happened with you. Anything that you see, like
You know what's crazy? Doug Lewis and I have been in situations where we're literally laughing to a point where it's become uncontrollable. I don't know that I can't remember if it's situations.
It's all situational.
It's all
Everything's situational.
situational,
It's
but
hard to like.
we're laughing so hard to like. The point is when I start laughing like that, it gets a little uncontrollable, and I don't want to laugh, and I laugh more, and then I laugh more, and I laugh more, and we've done that.
about 6 times.
Hey,
About 6 times.
well, I don't know if we're gonna cut this up Reddit, but I do want to say one of the funniest things, and this is a sales experience. I went to a meeting with you once. We went together like 5 years ago,
Okay.
or 6 years ago, and
See, all the stories are about me.
oh man, I'm just.
I think-
first of all, we were
he
both
loves
there.
you.
Yeah,
He
first
loves
of all,
you.
guys, we know
First-
that. Yeah, that's
first of all, we were
ish.
both
You're his favorite.
I'm his LeBron, bro.
Yeah, we were both there. But I do want to say something that was funny because we're trying to make this humorous, right? Show different experiences. But I remember we went to a meeting, and it was a concrete company we went to, right?
Okay.
We went like 5 years ago. But with the running in the office, we left, and it was pretty far. So I remember we got there, and this was an intense meeting because we were presenting a large increase and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, when we got there, either I was supposed to bring the proposals, or you were supposed to bring the proposals.
yeah.
So the point is, we got to the meeting, and we all each looked at each other. That we spent money because we laminated these proposals, right? We had this whole presentation. Got to the meeting, we looked at each other. We had nothing.
We had nothing.
So they're coming in, and the funniest thing that, and he did it like this. Fernie's like quick, right? Lighting his toes. Like, you got to just react. Guy walks in and he's like, oh, where's the proposals? And Fernie goes, well,
we're a green company.
We're going green, so we've gone paperless. So I don't know what to say.
I emailed it to them.
He just
they can print it out. Well, we email it to you guys if you guys can print it. We don't know
if you want to be not green.
If you want to
if you want to ruin the planet, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but I wanted to crawl. I wanted to crawl under the table because straight up he goes, hey, no, we're going green, so we didn't bring any proposals.
So we're a green company. But you have it in your email. I have it on my iPhone. It's okay. You know what? If you want to print it out, by all means, like, it doesn't matter.
Did it work?
It worked. They printed it out.
And they were like, okay, yeah, go ahead, proceed.
Yep.
I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened. It was one of those things where everything was slow motion. But I just remember the guy like, he didn't know what to say. Like, you want to look at my phone? We just talk about it. We just talk about this. I'm not sure, but that was a really awkward sales moment for like 5 minutes. But we ended up actually keeping the account.
Do we still have the account today?
No.
No, I think they sold. The company sold.
Yeah, that company may have sold, and I think I went back with you a second time, and you told me this is a horrible experience every time we come here. So
the second time we forgot something else. I don't know. It was like bad. Sometimes you have these. It's funny. Sometimes you have these accounts, right? No matter what. I think in any business, where like just things go wrong. Like it just happens. Like you try to do everything right.
I have a
typo.
I have a client that every time I take pictures with them,
something man. It's like work. and it's always like the good. It's like a good client. It's just either
because they keep
comma,
coming back.
The check gets lost in the mail,
yeah.
or you forgot. The email didn't go through right. It just my email crashed. It seems like everyone always has like those clients. That was one of them. That we would just do everything right. Everything was there, but it's just the law of the energies weren't aligned, and they ended up going. Well, they sold and ended up going somewhere else, but. But that was interesting.
We do laugh a lot, man. We actually do.
I believe it.
He's
absolutely.
Do you really believe it?
He's trying to sell you.
I do. I'm funny, man. Just alone when no one sees me.
I'm funny behind the scenes.
Well, guys, that was an excellent edition of JAG Past 5. I appreciate you guys coming on and sharing these funny stories. Next episode, we're gonna get dug in here. I would love to get the three of you guys just ripping each other. That'd be great. So let's see if we do that next time.
That could be an ongoing segment.
It's absolutely gonna be an ongoing segment for sure. All right, thanks.
And don't forget, I'm funny. I know I'm funny.
I'm funny in my own little special way.